Oh, I'm live already? Fuck. This is backwards. What's up, guys? What is up? We are gonna listen to Fur Fighters on the Wii on their meal. Masterpiece. Highly, strongly recommended 10 out of 10 JRPG masterpiece. On the most successful console, your favorite console. I know you guys are here for the Wii JRPGs, I know that. But PlayStation, Nintendo, Switch, you know, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo DS, now fuck all of that, the Wii. Every time I post a video about Wii, it's overly successful, hundreds of thousands of views, millions of views. And it's all because of masterpieces like Fur fucking Fighters. Yeah, excellent game, 10 out of 10. You know. If I was to make a 10 out of 10, one of those fucking videos everybody and their mom does, I would put this game in the first place, you know. Number 1, Fur Fighters on the Wii. 10 out of 10 or 11 out of 10, man. 11 out of 10. Yeah. How are you guys? Now, in all seriousness, some of the worst video games of all time can surprisingly have good music. A long time ago, a fan requested a video about that. I didn't do it, and I don't think I'll ever do it. Or maybe I'll just do it here in the Q&As and turn it into a clip for my second channel, for my overly successful second channel, which gets millions of views. Right? YouTube loves that second channel, you know, and maybe the clip will have, I don't know, maybe 700,000 views. 750, right? Yeah, so a fan requested, you know, hey, you should do one of these days, top 10 bad JRPGs with good music, you know. I don't know. You know what would be better? Because I don't want to talk about the bad JRPGs. Nobody fucking cares anymore. Just to do the playlist, like I usually do. You know, every now and then you've seen that, you know, I do these 2-hour-long videos with nothing but JRPG music. I just did one a couple of weeks ago called The Most Beautiful JRPG Music You Never Heard. So maybe it should be something like that. Like 2 hours of nothing but great music from bad JRPGs. Or from mediocre at best JRPGs or the worst. Hey, maybe I can find something from Time and Eternity. I know there's one theme from Draken, I believe. That's pretty damn decent, you know. Tracia, not the battle theme. The battle theme is awful in Tracia, but there's gotta be like one. There's gotta be something like an overworld theme or something, you know, from Tracia. So yeah, some really bad JRPGs. Well, how about the JRPGs that are not bad, but I fucking hate, like The Last Remnant, Resonance of Fate. I fucking hate those games. They aren't bad, but they have amazing music, you know. So how about that, right? That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, maybe I'll do that. That sounds like a. But will people watch it? Because people nowadays are so judgmental when it comes to bad JRPGs. They used to be fun. People used to care about bad games, about bad JRPGs, because YouTubers talking about them or bitching about them was funny, you know. And I still do that every now and then, you know, in some live streams or in some videos, you know. I still do that. It's a tradition. It's something. It's a me thing, you know. Most people hate it or don't appreciate it anymore. People, I don't know what's going on with people nowadays. It's like, if you're gonna rant, it better be about something political, you know. But if I want to rant about a game that pissed me off, no, I mean, they don't like that. They reject that. The video fails, you know. It pisses off YouTube, pisses off the snowflakes, tons of dislikes, you know. A bunch of 20 people bring out their 10,000 fake accounts to click dislike on the video, which is fucking pathetic. You know, it does nothing, by the way. If you think disliking a video makes the video fail, you're so wrong. You couldn't be more wrong. It doesn't matter how many likes or dislikes. It's a lie. YouTube tells you that so you to promote positivity and shit, you know. No, fucking bullshit, you know. It doesn't matter how many likes or dislikes your video has. It does not affect the view count. It's a fucking blatant lie. You can dislike a video all you want, and it might still succeed greatly in views. Sure, there's gonna be a lot of negativity, you know, but there's gonna be a lot of views and a lot of money, you know. So yeah, going back to the bad JRPG stuff, you know, I don't know if people will watch that. Like, they will be like, oh, it's another compilation about music. Oh, but it's about bad JRPGs. But dude, the music is great. Oh yeah, but I don't care about these games because they're bad, you know. You guys should care about bad games again. We need to bring back bad games, you know. Not because they need attention, but because it's funny to talk about and it's funny to make fun of them. It's funny to rant about them. But nowadays it's like, oh no, just give me the good games with positive energy and that's it. Don't say anything bad about them either, you know. Hey, what game did you review last time? Oh, I did a review of Tales of Destiny Director's Cut on PS2. Oh, that's great. Did you like it? Yeah, it's great. I recommend it. Oh, okay. But you know what? There's something about. Oh, I want to hear it. No. Just tell me it's a great fucking game. Don't mention its defects. Don't mention anything bad about it. Just tell me it's great. Okay, it's fucking great. Ah, thanks. If you're that kind of person, you're fucking pathetic. Is Pierre Solar the best homebrew? You know what? I honestly haven't tried a lot of homebrews. You mean like 100% homebrew, correct? Not like a fan-made hack of another game. Because those are basically homebrews as well, but they are based on an actual game that does exist. You know, so I imagine when it comes to homebrews, you mean completely independent games that somebody or a studio released for absolutely free out there with very low budget, you know? Like, I don't know, man. I barely played any. I never finished Pierre Solar. I remember. Maybe you're asking me because you remember the live stream that I did last year, or was it this year? I think it was last year. I never went back to it. Like, to be honest, I think it's a good game, but something about it turned me off and didn't inspire me to go back to it. I don't think it's bad. Maybe one day I'll go back to it and give it a chance. I mean, you know me, I've done that several times before. Like, for example, I'm about to finish Luminous Arc 2. That's a game that I abandoned fucking 12 years ago? 13 years ago? You know, I remember putting like 6-7 hours into it and I abandoned the game. For good, I was like, fuck this, you know, this sequel is broken, you know, but I went back to it a few months before in a live stream and I was like, man, this is not a bad game, this is a great fucking game, you know, and now I'm about to finish it, you know. So maybe one day I'll finish Pierre Solar, but leaving that aside, I couldn't answer that question because I haven't tried that many homebrews, to be honest. So I don't know if it's the best one or not. Hey Roslan, how am I? I am extremely depressed, sick with depression, anxiety, schizophrenia, obsessive compulsive disorder, extreme loneliness, insanity, passive aggressive disorder. I'm great. How are you? Bad games are awesome. Japan even has a term for it. Kusoge games. Ooh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Kusoge games. Yeah, we need to bring Kusoge games back. The Last Remnant can best be summarized as being the ultimate wasted potential. That's your opinion, Terry, and you know I agree with that, you know, but I don't know, man. Was it there in my top 10? Because I did a top 10 with that title. I did a top 10 JRPGs that were wasted potential. I don't remember if The Last Remnant was there, though. It is, in my opinion, but universally speaking, like more objectively speaking, I don't think it was. Well, the first games that come to my mind when I think of wasted potential are like Nelke. You know, that Atelier crossover? That was completely... why would you do that, man? Like, why would you grab Why would you do like an Atelier crossover and bring characters from all of those fucking games, you know, together in a town simulator? It's just, no. That's wasted potential, you know. This fucking game that you guys love and I hate. What's his name? Tokyo... Fuck. The SMT Fire Emblem crappy crossover, you know, that's wasted potential, you know. Oh, let's cross over these two excellent franchises with mature themes and dark and war and religious and turn into an idol simulator. Come on, man, why the fuck would you do that? That's my definition of the ultimate wasted potential. The Last Remnant is just a convoluted mess. But I don't remember if I put the fucking game... Tokyo Mirage, thank you, Newcomb. Z. I need to call you Z, not Newcomb. I know you don't mind, but it's Z. Anyway. The Last Fecal Remnant, come on. There's something about me in games like Resonance of Fate and Last Remnant. I fucking hate them, you know, but they're so close to me. I don't even have them. I had them in my collection. I wish I could have them back. I know Resonance of Fate on PS3 is like a $10 game nowadays, but maybe in the US. In Mexico, it's like $10 plus taxes, plus this, plus that, plus shipping, plus whatever, plus your mom, plus, you know, I don't know, whatever the fuck they want to charge you for buying it, I don't know. Same with The Last Remnant. If I ever go out there into the wild and see them for like $10 or less, I'll pick them up just to have them. I want to have them in my collection. I mean, they're a part of me, right? And it's not like Time and Eternity. Like, I don't want to fucking own that game. I know it's expensive and rare nowadays, but I don't want to see that fucking piece of shit in my collection. Yeah, the Super Robot Wars series, it's been active, very active for the past 35 years or so. That's interesting, you know, for a series that's kind of obscure, and I know it's a massive success in Japan, but like most people outside of Japan don't know this series. Most of the games are hidden gems. Or people, I think like people know the series, or has heard about it, but have never played a single game from it. Probably because there's way too many, and some of them are connected. It's like, oh yeah, you're gonna get into the Game Boy Advance games, you need to play the first game first. Oh my god, you know. But yeah, most of the Super Robot Wars games are standalone, as far as I'm concerned, or they may take place in the same universe, but you don't need to play them in order or something like that. Yeah, it's interesting, right? I mean, the series is still going strong and has been going for like 35 years. I think the first game was released in 1990 or 1991. You know, so man, that's admirable. But anyway, I didn't watch it, Scott. Didn't watch. I don't really watch those things anymore. Directs, play, state of plays. You know that I don't give a shit about them. Do you prefer Toki or Towa? Good question. Which main heroine I prefer in the atrocity that is Time and Eternity? Do I prefer Time or Eternity? Toki or Towa? Good question. That's the best question I've gotten this fucking day, man. Or in the past several months, the best one. That's a question that merits a deep, strong analysis, a comprehensive analysis of who is really the best character of Time and Eternity, Toki or Towa. It's too much, man, for this Q&A. I'm gonna have to like make an entire 7-hour long video. And it's gonna be my best video ever. It's gonna get millions of views, you know, once I do it. So I better save the answer for that video, man. That's the best fucking question ever. Toki or Towa, man. Holy shit. Damn, man. Yeah, you know how people make those videos, like 7-hour long videos of Shin Megami Tensei or Xenogears, you know, or all the experience with Final Fantasy VII. No. So I'm gonna top all of them and do one of not just an analysis, a retrospective of Time and Eternity. No. Who is best, Toki or Towa? You just gave me the best video idea of all time. the video that's gonna bring my career back. YouTube's gonna love it so much that's gonna forgive every transgression I've done, and it's gonna keep me back on track. And in a matter of days, I'll have like 200,000 subs in days like this. Thank you, man. That's the best fucking question ever made. Did you like Eternal Sonata and Infinite on Discovery? How dare you? Like Infinite on Discovery, I can forgive you. That's a game that I don't cover often anymore. I covered in a video which was partially successful called 5 Great JRPGs Nobody Played back in April. You probably missed the video, I forgive you. But how dare you ask me about Eternal Sonata? What's wrong with you? I fucking love it, man. It's one of my favorite PS3 games in 360. Which Fire Emblem game should you start with? Oh yeah, you got your answer. Game Boy Advance. I agree. Thank you, Z. Looking for something to play, so I bought Saviors of Sapphire Wings, Stranger of Source City after watching your video earlier this week. Oh really? Well, you can tell people all about Saviors of Sapphire Wings. I like I said in the video, I haven't played it. I played Stranger of Source City. Obviously, it wasn't my cup of tea. You know, I'm not really into dungeon crawlers in first person, but I found, obviously, the biggest highlight of that game is that you can get characters from like different art styles completely. The 2D anime girl, and then the 3D Western RPG looking type of guy, or the chibi lowly girl. It's interesting. That's what makes the game so interesting. And I remember the story was very dark at the beginning. I never made it any far. But I remember it being very interesting, so that's why I thought about recommending it again. Have you noticed a change in views since August 10th? Yeah, I know, man. Apparently YouTube has had a restrictive mode feature that blacklists certain videos that are for mature audiences that have changed how views work. I'm sure the people on Patreon can answer that question for you. Is anybody here in the chat a Patreon of mine? How did I react with the views from August? I made a huge rant in my Patreon about that, and I got severely depressed. And then later, like this week, it wasn't until this week where I found out about that, Terry. I found it pretty late. But yeah, last Sunday I checked my views, and most of my videos failed hard, really hard. And as always, I was like, man, YouTube just decided to fuck me over because I came back to live streaming. Dude, I got a hooflong there. Man, I don't know if I should talk about this because I got really sad, man. I was like, this is it. This is the end of my career. Miraculously, though, the only video that succeeded, kinda, was the Censor JRPGs video. That was like fucking great, man. I wasn't expecting the video. I mean, sure, it's not like it had like 40, 50,000 views, you know. I don't get to those numbers anymore. But I was so happy to see that that video was the only video that succeeded from last month in my channel. Which is an irony because that's the kind of video, I mean, you're talking about restrictive mode, right? That's the video that should have failed the most, correct? Out of all the videos that I did in August, which were the top 50 PS4 JRPGs, Obscure Turn-Based Part 2, that was a massive failure. How does a turn-based JRPG's Hidden Gems video fail? That's insane. I've never seen that happening in my channel. Both of my reviews failed hard. Fate Extra, Tales of Legendia. Like, I know there's not a lot of interest in those games because they have a bad reputation, you know, but they failed miserably, you know. But the only fucking video that got like 16 or 17,000 views, which sadly nowadays is a lot for my channel. The video that should have been shadow banned and demonetized or restricted, you know, is the only one that succeeded. But yeah, man, I learned, I didn't know about the restrictive mode that was released on the mid-August. I didn't know that, and when I saw that last Sunday in the evening, I was fucking, dude, I had a panic attack. I had an anxiety attack. It was fucking bad. I couldn't sleep. Next day I talked to my family, my friends. I sent messages to everybody saying, dude, I'm fucked. You know? It was awful. And now this week I found out, a few days ago about that. I saw this big channel, I don't know the name. Red something media. Red letter media. They released a video about that. I didn't watch the video, but I watched the comments and I saw that, man. I saw a lot of content creators bitching about it. I was gonna bitch about it too, but I'm not really a guy who makes comments in people's videos, I don't really like lurking in comment sections. Well, sometimes I lurk, but I never comment. The last time I made a comment in someone else's video was like many years ago, I don't even remember. But yeah, when I saw that, I was like, oh my god, so it wasn't my fault. Jesus Christ. Because, dude, I got so fucking sad. I was like, YouTube is doing this for me because I came back to live streaming just to see if I could make a little bit more extra cash per month and have more like viewers or maybe subscribers, maybe me going back to live streaming 4 times a week is gonna help the channel. And that was the first thing that I thought. When I saw the views in August, I was like, oh my god. So I came back to streaming and YouTube is punishing me for that. Can you blame me though? How the website has been treating me for the past 15 months or so? But then I find out about that and I was like, oh, okay, so it's not my fault. More like it's not entirely my fault. Because YouTube corporations and companies are experts, are making you feel like shit. Making you, as content creator, feel like shit, like everything is your fault. And then also making you blame your audience. Oh, no, it's not me, it's my audience. My viewers are trash. They fucking suck. No. I told this to my people in Patreon. I'm telling you guys, never feel guilty. It's not your fault, it's not my fault. It's this fucking corporation's fault. Anyway, let's talk about something else, man. Because this is something that makes me really sad and therefore really angry. Because I can't do anything about it. What do you do about it? How do you... I've been doing this for a year and a half. I'm still fighting. Some people may think that I've given up, but no, if I give up, then I'm gonna fucking quit YouTube, I haven't given up. And I've been trying many different fucking things for a year and a half to figure it out, to get my channel back on track, or to reduce the shadow banning a bit, and nothing's worked, I've tried almost everything at this point. But I'm still here, trying my best, doing the live streams, doing the videos, the reviews, I'm still here, still fighting, not giving up. I'm still here, and that will continue, hopefully. But, there's no way to, unless like a gazillion YouTubers make a stand against this fucking restriction mode YouTube bullshit, nothing's gonna change, nothing's gonna happen, so we'll see. If somebody starts a movement against this restrict mode or whatever, you bet your ass I'm gonna join it. So, but for now, all I can do is maybe bring these topics up during my live streams and continue making videos, bring in entertainment, so that's it. That's all I can do. So honestly, how do you fight a super powerful billionaire? Did you know what happened with the judge? Like, remember how the US government last year sued YouTube because, well, Google. They sued Google because they decided it was a monopoly, and it fucking is. Well, now the judge finally ruled several months ago that yes, Google was a monopoly, and it was gonna be really bad for them. They were gonna have to change a lot of policies, especially monopolistic policies, tyrannical, oppressive policies. There was also gonna be some kind of anti-discrimination campaign, because in YouTube they discriminate a lot of people like me. They hate people who aren't woke, basically. All kinds. It doesn't matter what your political or religious beliefs are. If you aren't left-wing or woke, they fucking hate you and treat you like shit, and they discriminate you. We already know that. Everybody knows that. But, so this lawsuit apparently was successful, but then last month, all of a sudden, oh no, the judge changed his mind. And it was like, no, Nothing's gonna happen to Google. They can continue being a monopoly. Yeah, watch, you look it up online. I'm sure you'll find it. Look up this guy, Lunduk Journal. That guy made a really deep, fleshed out coverage of what happened, you know, with the trial. So yeah, Google was powerful enough to bribe a judge from the Trump administration. How's that? How do you expect a fucking ant like me to fight that kind of fucking ultra powerful evil? So yeah, man, the best thing I can do is just continue to make content, live streams, expand. I know expanding to other websites that you guys fucking hate is not what you guys want, but what do you want me to do at this point? I can't put all my eggs in one basket. So link to my TikTok channel in the description. Yes, I'm on TikTok now. I'm also on Instagram, but I'm not sure about Instagram. I can't quite seem to figure it out. Anyway, I'm on Instagram too. I've been on Rumble for a long time. I just don't make content there anymore. But I'll start making content on Rumble. Also, link to my Rumble channel in the description. Yeah, I know you guys fucking hate TikTok. I don't like TikTok, you know, but if I can upload a bunch of clips or like 1 minute long reviews or whatever, you know, and that's gonna help me maybe grow a little bit more outside of YouTube, so I'll take it. At this point, I'll take it. You know, I'll take anything at this point, you know. So link to all of that in the description if you want to follow me on TikTok or Instagram or Rumble. Preferably Rumble, you know, because Rumble is pretty much almost identical to YouTube. That's another platform where I can eventually start making videos that I know for a fact will get demonetized here. Like that fucking waifu videos you guys want me to do, that's not gonna fly here on YouTube, you know? And how am I gonna do a waifu video without showing some examples, right? That's gonna have to go on Rumble. Hell, I released a video a couple of days ago called Top 10 Most Offensive JRPGs Ever Made. I really considered uploading that video on Rumble alone and not here on YouTube, but I was like, man, I gotta take a risk. So I put it here. I'm sure you guys watched it, you know? The top 10 most offensive JRPGs ever made, so... But that type of content is just better done elsewhere, you know, and not on this fucking platform. Right? So, it's gonna take me probably years to grow in those websites, you know, but I'll be there. I'll be there if you wanna check me out on TikTok, Instagram, Rumble. Link to all of that in the description. I'm still on Twitch, by the way. Not as active as I was before, but I'm still on Twitch. I just did a live stream a couple of days ago. So, yeah. Link to all of that in the description, guys. Alright. Back to your goddamn questions and super chats. I missed some of them. Thank you very much, Z. I'm so sorry I went on off the rails with a rant about my YouTube situation. Something I've been doing for the past 2 years. I know that. But anyway. He says, I like to think I know many JRPGs, but your Hidden Gems videos help me find some I don't know how. That's my job. 11 years ago, I decided that was going to be my job. Well, it wasn't my job 11 years ago, you know? But I decided that was going to be the focus of my channel. I mean, if you guys go and watch my top 10s from 11 years ago, they're full of hidden gems. Like that PSP video. Who doesn't remember? Who didn't watch that fucking video? It has like almost 800,000 views from 11 years ago, that PSP video. Watch the video. It's nothing but hidden gems. There's no Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, or... Wait, there was no Dragon Quest on PSP. Anyway, you get the idea, right? There's nothing mainstream in there. I think the most popular fucking game in that video was Phantasy Star. Like, what? So yeah, that's what I set out to do 11 years ago, to bring out the gold, the buried gold, the hidden gems. Am I playing the P4R? I don't know what the fuck that is. YouTube is putting people's account into auto restrict mode. They probably did that to me. YouTube is fucking everyone over now? Nah, not everyone. They're gonna protect their lefties. YouTube algorithm sucks balls. We've always known that. I mean, I believe you're a YouTuber yourself, Elite Gamers. You should know that. Yeah, I know. The offensive games video was really good. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the video, Rosland. I wish something will come out other than YouTube and be successful so we can all stop relying on YouTube. That's why the US government sued Google last year. That's exactly the reason, you know. But now it failed because YouTube paid a lot of money to this fucking judge, and it's over. YouTube will continue being a fucking monopoly. Will you play Lost Soul Aside? I don't know. I watched it. I watched the trailer on the PlayStation 5. I know there's a demo. Maybe I'll do the demo. I don't know. It doesn't look like my type of game, to be honest, but we'll see. It looks interesting, right? Remember when YouTube used to let you put any video up as long as it wasn't porn? Yeah, that was like 10 years ago. Josh Strife Hayes, never heard of him, had a good video about the YouTube insanity. Well, everybody's making YouTube insanity videos nowadays. Maybe I'll do one. What is bullshit is that the most profitable video content platform... it is, yes. The word liberty or freedom is a sin. We know that. Diversity made a complaint video, but he makes those really often. Diversity. There's a channel called Diversity. I don't think I'm gonna watch that video. You have to really love what you're doing to keep on like that. I love it. I love going live every Sunday, hanging out with you guys, ranting my ass off, and laughing, and being sarcastic and shit. I love that. I also want to talk about something that happened a couple of days ago. But first, let me address this super chat. I'm so sorry for Salini. That took me a long time to answer. I hope you're still watching. Didn't mean to ignore you. He asks, do you think you could survive in a Shin Megami Tensei apocalyptic situation? Teenagers seem to do okay kicking the shit out of demons. That's an interesting question. You know, I've actually thought about it, and I think I could. I think I could because, well, it depends, right? I mean, we are kind of living something similar. It's just mostly digital. I mean, we aren't seeing demons killing people, you know, in the streets. But we sure are seeing a lot of corporations and demons and devils and evil people, you know, online trying to kill people, people's careers, people's reputations, you know. So this kind of apocalypse, it's already happening online. It's just online only for now. Some things have happened. I mean, I know in the US, you know, you've had a lot of riots and shit, you know. So in England, for example, you know, it just seems like we're heading into World War III. But without making a comparison to real life and imagining being in a world where monsters like in Shin Megami Tensei exist and go outside and kill people, I think I could survive, you know. I mean, I survived YouTube. It's this long, haven't I? Yeah, I think I could survive. I don't know for how long though. And I don't know what I will do. Like, obviously, for a while, I will probably hide like everybody else because, you know, I've never fought a fucking demon in my life. And I've been saying this, you know, I remember in a couple of live streams I said this. Maybe some of you guys were there, and I said, if you guys really think about it, most video games are horror games. I mean, you're fighting these fucking monsters. You don't do that in real life. You just fight other people. Unless you go live in the fucking Amazon, or, I don't know, someplace in Africa and you go out there and fight lions. I don't know. But man, some of these video game characters fight monsters that are super creepy looking, powerful. They can cast magic sometimes. They can just kill the shit out of you in seconds. That's horrible! Most video games are fucking horror games. Most of them, you know, platformers, you know. It would freak me out if I saw a fucking Goomba in real life just walking around towards me. Dude, I will fucking run away. So if I was living in a Shin Megami Tensei situation, for a long time I will probably hide, and it will take me forever to digest that it's actually fucking happening, and maybe then I will start joining some resistance groups or create my own or fight back. You know, but at the beginning I'll be like, I don't even know what to do with these monsters, because as far as I'm concerned, they aren't real, right? But now they're real and I'm seeing them and they're destroying the world. Jesus fucking Christ! You know what I will do? I will probably try to make a pact with them. I will negotiate with them. It's a Shin Megami Tensei situation, right? I will fucking do that. I will go and say, hey, what's up? And then some demons will be like, oh, sure, what's up? So, how's it going, man? Oh, not bad, what about you? Oh, I'm doing great. I mean, the world's going to hell, you guys are killing everybody, but I don't know, I just decided to talk to you. Because maybe you could join me? Oh, sure, do you have any life stones? Sure, I came prepared, man, here's one. But I'm not satisfied. How about you give me some of your life? Oh, sure, you know, and then they're gonna fucking stab me and like drain some blood and I'll be dead. That doesn't happen in Shin Megami Tensei because it's a fucking video game, right? But if they take some of my HP, what do I do, man? Okay, so you know what? Just, okay, don't stab me. Use a fucking syringe or something. Extract blood from my body and inject it to yourself. That's great. I can deal with that, you know, I'll be low on blood. And I was like, so will you join me now? Nah, I changed my mind. Do better next time, kid. Bye. Oh, and they also took my money, some of my money, you know. I brought $1,000 with me. Give me $900, you know. I gave it to them, and oh no. You know what? Change my mind. I'm not gonna join you, and then they left. What a horrible world, man. Shin Megami Tensei is fucking horrible. I will never. I changed my mind, man. I wouldn't survive. Fuck. I missed a lot of questions. Yeah, things are really bad worldwide. We are living an apocalypse. Horrible, everything's horrible. Don't despair, Eric. As conservatives, we've always had to work 10 times harder for... I am not a conservative, Brian. What kind of conservative goes out and makes rants about all kinds of politics, religions, and stuff like that? I am not a liberal or a conservative. Okay, I am not. People seem to think I am because we live in a world where if you're not left-wing, then you're right-wing. Like, it's gotta be one or the other. As if those are the only two fucking things that exist. You know? Don't lump me in. Like, I respect conservatives nowadays way more than liberals for obvious reasons, you know, but make no mistake, guys, I am not right-wing, I am not conservative. I'm an agnostic. You know, I'm not religious. I hate the system. And to me, all politicians, right-wing or left-wing, are fucking liars and corrupted pieces of shit, you know? So, I am not a conservative. Where can I download your food pics, Eric? My food pics? What's a food pic? Would you ever go back to school? Reinvent your career? No, I will never go back to school. I fucking hate school. I hated almost every single school I was on. The last one, high school, because I was in 3 different high schools. The first one I fucking hated passionately. I dropped out. And I dropped out, and a month later I got a job at Blockbuster. Good old times. The second high school was like eh. The third high school was fine. I kind of like that one. I like the system in there. I don't want to get into that, you know, but because I have a lot of questions. Fuck. Sorry, guys. Apparently today I'm like in monologue mode. I know that. I apologize. But I wouldn't go back to high school, you know. That last high school was fine, but I wouldn't go back to it. I would never go back to school. I hate school. And I wouldn't reinvent my career. I mean, sure, I will change a lot of things. I've thought about this, you know, how far in my life would I go back to change certain things, you know? But I wouldn't reinvent my career, to be honest. I don't know, that's a big question, man. There was a Phantasy Star on PSP. Yeah, there was 2. Phantasy Star Portable and Phantasy Star Portable 2. And then an expansion called Infinity, but we didn't get that one. That Offensive Games video was peak. Thank you, Ace. I'm glad you enjoyed the video. I took a big risk with that. No, Sapidox, you should blame YouTube at this point. I used to think the same, man. Sapidox says, I don't want to blame YouTube. They get pressured from other companies and specific groups of people too. That was back in the day. Nowadays, it's a company that makes its own decisions and fucks people over because the people in power are those people who belong to those companies or from specific groups of people, you know? So we've gotten to that point. It's impossible not to blame YouTube. You have to blame YouTube. They are the ones to blame. What is your favorite most modern JRPG? Infinite Wealth? Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth? I think so, yeah. And it was still kind of... At least it wasn't like a bad localization. It was self-censorship. Everyone, make sure you have restricted mode to off. It will hide some videos from channels you are sub to, or it will hide entire channels. Love the new video, says Mo Juggler. Thank you. I'm getting a lot of comments today about the offensive JRPGs video. Thank you guys for that. Thank you for reviewing Tales of Destiny, Director Scott. You're welcome. My pleasure. I really enjoy the game. And I really thought it was a good idea to review both games, the original PS1 game that we did get, and the Director Scott remake that we didn't get, but it's fan translated. That was a good video. Yeah. Everyone needs a good rant, and to listen to a good rant. Yeah! Okay, so Diversity, whoever that is a good YouTuber, okay, but I don't even know that person, but without knowing that person, I have to say that that's a terrible username, man. You should change it. Terrible username. You remember playing Criminal Girls in English with the censorship removed? Okay. If you were going to make a channel about something other than video games or music or movies that's in your sphere of interest, what will it be? Well, books, of course. I mean, I have a video game channel. So if I was gonna do another channel, it will be music. And if I can be music, then it will probably... I don't think I will ever do a movies channel, to be completely honest. Even if I could. I don't think so. Like, I'm passionate about movies, you know, and stuff like that, but since they are extremely... I mean, they're just... No. I don't want to deal with movies, man. I would rather do an anime channel. That'll be my third choice. My first choice was a video games channel. I already did that. And then I will do a music channel. And then I will do probably an anime channel. And then finally a books, literature channel. You know? So, but yeah, movies, I don't think so. Criminal Girls is fun. You know what? The only thing I can tell you about Criminal Girls is that the battle system was really interesting. Is the internet safe? Super safe, dude. Super safe. Okay, so Mo Juggler, thank you very much for the super chat. Oh, you also love the last video. Where are you from, by the way? I'm from Mexico. I lived for like a year and a half in Canada, but I've been living here in Mexico like most of my life. I'm Mexican. And I'm Mexican. I know I look white, but that's only the color of my skin. I'm not Aryan or what's the race, like white, you know. I'm like, my parents are Mexican. Both of my grandparents on both sides are Mexican. And then their parents were like German and Spanish and fucking French. And okay, that's when it goes off the rails. There's 3 generations of Mexicans here. Anyway, damn, there's a lot of questions today. It's because of the title, right? If I use the damn title, no one shows up. But if I say fuck, everybody joins. Hey, Julio, what's up? Still kicking, alive and kicking, man, yeah. I'm hard to kill. I don't even know about this restricted mode on and off, you know. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to turn it off as a viewer. Surviving is overrated. What? Surviving is overrated? Oh, okay, Terry. Then tomorrow I'm just gonna shoot myself and quit YouTube. Am I secretly a Call of Duty fan? You got me. Favorite franchise, man. All I do is play Call of Duty. I've been lying to you guys all these years. I don't play JRPGs. In my free time, all I do is play Call of Duty. Hey, Shinji. Hey, Queen. You're right. If you're right of Stalin, you're a right winger. If I'm right of Stalin, what? I don't know. I fucking hate all politicians, man, no matter their orientations. Right wing, left wing, fuck all of them. They don't care. Hey, Gustavo, what's up, man? Libertarian, it's just there's a lot of words. Liberal, conservative, libertarian, far right, far left, far this, far that. You know what I am? I'm me. I'm Eric Landon RPG. I'm me. Okay? Don't fucking put any of those labels on me. I'm me. You were watching a video about Sonic games. There was an RPG for Nintendo DS. Did you get to play it? Yeah, it's called The Dark Brotherhood. It's pretty bad. I didn't go to college. Oh, thank you again, Fern Salini. Took me a while to get to your super chat. Thanks. Have a cerveza on me. Maybe today. I don't really drink. I don't drink for two reasons. One, because beers kind of taste like shit to me for some reason, or most alcoholic beverages. It's not because, oh, I don't want to drink. I'm a straight edge, you know. No, you know, I have a problem with drinking, you know. But beer tastes like shit, most of them, you know. So it's really, really rare for me to drink a beer. But I'll drink something to celebrate your super chat. Thank you very much, Ferd. Once again. Anyway, yeah, the Sonic RPG on DS is bad. Have you tried other genres? You gotta be kidding me. Like, nothing against you, but I'm tired of answering that question. Like, come on. I just did an entire compilation, which was a massive failure. Please watch it. It's an entire compilation of several video games from different genres that I've covered, you know. You'll find it. I'm sure you'll find it. Like, come on. Can't believe some people out there really think that I only play RPGs. Come on. Oh, it's, okay. Okay, so I didn't know that, Shav. Whoever you are, Shav, because somebody's gonna go off to you, probably running, and say, "Hey, Eric Landon said this about you." You know, I don't know who you are. What made you come up with Eric Landon as a name? Long story. Food channel? Nah. He is Mexican, not Mexican. Caucasian? Well, I think your shadow ban is off. No, it isn't. Look in your t-shirt. Oh, yeah, I put it on so people could ask me about the new Fire Emblem game. I watched the trailer and I was like, eh. No, I would never do a food channel. Oh, thank you, Mo. That was like a year and a half ago. Ever since then, YouTube kind of like destroyed my subscription growth, as you can clearly see. I'm still on 101K. 101K, you know, but you're a year and a half late, but thanks, Mo. Appreciate you, brother. Right on. Thank you, Salazar. Oh, wow, there's some beverages that I really, really like. They're just too fucking expensive, Queen. That's why I don't drink them. I like, what is it, like martinis? Martinis are like, they are the shit, man, but they're so expensive. Champagne, I love champagne, but it's so expensive. And then you got like Baileys, fucking Kahlua. You know, I like that, I love that, but they're also kind of expensive, you know. So all the liquors or alcohol that I like is fucking expensive. Fuck. Maybe I'm one of those fucking snobs. I don't know. Okay, it could be that Mexican beer is bad. You shut up, you Mexican beer racist. What's the matter with you? Hey, I lived in England for like 5 months. I tried several different beers when I was there. Same thing, and England has some of the best beer in the world, right? Like Ireland and stuff like that, you know, the UK in general, right? And I was in Canada. I also tried a couple of beers. Not true. What are some of your Western RPGs that stuck with you? Might and Magic Clash of Heroes on the Nintendo DS. Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning on PS3. Dragon Age Origins on PS3. Fuck the others. Fuck the others with a passion. Origins is the only one that matters. That is the only Dragon Age game that exists. Forget about the others. The Witcher 3 definitely stuck with me. That's it. Do you have any thoughts about the new Fire Emblem entry? Oh, I just talked about it. You missed it. I don't really care. The only thing I can say in favor of the new Fire Emblem game is that it doesn't look like the fucking piece of garbage that was Engage. Like, it looks more serious now. But other than that, I don't care, man. I don't really care about modern JRPGs anymore, especially from Nintendo. How can you play so many games and beat them? Do you have a secret formula? I don't have a secret formula, man. It's just I'm very passionate. It's my favorite hobby. Playing JRPGs and beating them is my favorite hobby. But you gotta consider 3 things also. Number 1, this is my job. This is what I do for a living. This YouTube channel, you know. So I'm a reviewer. Reviewing JRPGs is what I do. So I gotta beat them, right? And number 2, I'm the kind of guy who doesn't really 100% them. I'm fine with just sticking to the main story on normal mode and beating it. I don't really do side quests unless I need them to grind or to get like better weapons. If the game's too hard, I do a lot of side quests, you know. But if it's normal, I just beat the main story and that's it. So I don't put that many. Some of you put like 100 hours in games, whereas I just do 40, you know. And 3, I am a very fast reader. I've noticed over the past few years that a lot of people take forever to finish JRPGs because they don't read that fast and they spend a long time reading dialogue, you know, and I'm a very fast reader, so I'm always reading fast. You can watch my live streams, you know, and sometimes I'm always worrying about how fast I click on the dialogue. I feel like some of the viewers watching my live streams are kind of like, hey, I didn't finish reading, Eric, what the fuck, man? And I'm reading too fast and clicking the dialogue too fast, you know? I'm a very fast reader, so take those 3 things into consideration and then you get your answer. That's why I beat so many games. Did you try hooking your PS3 to a CRT? Oh, really? It can help for some games like Drakengard 3 by rendering in lower resolution. Interesting. No, I've never done that, you know? I didn't know that. That's interesting. I mean, but then again, who wants to play a game like Drakengard 3? You know, with full animated full 3D animated cutscenes, you know, and I don't think a game like that will look too well in a CRT. It will reduce the frame rate issues, sure, but it was just look. I don't know, man. Maybe you need a really, really good CRT. And maybe it would look good. I don't know. I don't feel like playing Drakengard 3 on a CRT, to be honest. You ever had a Guinness? No, I've never tried a Guinness. I know it's like the best beer ever, right? I've never had a Guinness. Meanwhile, Germany in terms of beer, am I a joke to you? I was in Germany. I've been there. Only for a couple of days. I didn't try any beers. Why are we talking about beers? This is why I love the Q&As. Sometimes you guys just go on and on about a topic that has nothing to do. Like, what are you even guys talking about? This happens in my live streams very often. Especially on Twitch. Like, what? Like, I'm just there playing the game, you know, and talking about the game and ranting about something, and I look at the chat and they're talking about fucking whatever. Have you ever thought about adding RPG challenges to your repertoire? No, Brian. Well, I kind of have, you know, for some of my favorite JRPGs of all time. I have considered, believe it or not, doing like a speed run of Chrono Cross. I kind of did something similar. I don't know if you guys remember. I did a full playthrough of the original PS1 Chrono Cross several years ago, but I did it overpowered. It was like a New Game Plus. So while it wasn't a speed run, you know, I got through the game fairly quickly. I think I did like less than 30 hours, like 20 something hours, you know. I beat the game fairly quickly because I was doing an overpowered. It wasn't a challenge, right? But the point was to like get through the game quickly. So I did that, but that's the best example I can give you. I'm not really into challenges. And for me personally, I will never do that because I just don't have the time. I need to keep playing more and more JRPGs to talk about them, to review them, you know. But maybe an RPG challenge live would be a bad idea. I would love to play an Ys game on like the hardest difficulty on Nightmare mode, because I know for a fact I'm gonna keep dying over and over again, and that's gonna get me angry, and I'm gonna be ranting and stressing out, and I know you guys love that. So yeah. That's me live. I want to say something about this once I'm done with some of your questions. You throw the games on easy just to get through the game? I don't do that. Sometimes I do that with action RPGs because I'm pretty bad at action games, but when it comes to turn-based and strategy, I don't go on easy mode unless the game is way too hard, and I make an analysis and I'm like, okay, so if I keep playing on normal, I'm gonna have to grind a lot and lose a lot of time. And the game is not that great, so okay, I'll do easy, right? But I don't really go with easy mode. Nothing against that, you know, I'm a defender of easy modes. People fucking hate them for some reason, and they think less of you. It's like, come on, get a life, dude. I'm like, oh, I play games on Nightmare on hard. Dude, really? No one cares. I don't know, go and get married and raise kids. Go and, I don't know, break a world record on something, you know, or get an award. I don't know, just get a fucking life, man. How can you just go out there and say, yeah, I beat games on hard? That's self-satisfaction. That's for you. The world doesn't give a shit if you beat the game on Nightmare. Nobody fucking cares. What do you want, applause? Yeah, great. Well, lifetime achievement, man. You beat Dark Souls on... great! Anyway, you get the idea. Easy modes are great. I don't really use them that much because I like balancing. You know, you guys know me. You know what are my preferences in terms of challenges. I don't like the game being too hard, but I don't like it to be easy. I want in the middle. I want to feel challenged, but not that much, because you know what? My fucking life is challenging enough. I live in the hard mode. I don't need my games to be on hard mode. How did I read through the Trails games? Well, the Trails games, sometimes I was skipping dialogue, not fast forwarding, in case they say something important. But I was like clicking often, you know. I mean, you know the Trails games, the translation, the localization is pretty fucking bad, you know, so... The best thing to do is just click, and oh yeah, Rin says something, every other party member, his 27 plus companions have to say something about it, you know, and they, like, right. And then what they say is like doesn't even match the Japanese voice actor because Nis America is fucking horrible at localizations, you know, so... Yeah, whatever. Oh, somebody died? Oh, okay, what happened? Oh, okay. Okay, next. Yeah, sure, yeah, blah, blah, blah. That's how I play the Trails games. The problem with game journalists, we're not gonna talk about those. They suck. Is 8 will definitely not be the one to pick on that point. Why? Is it like really hard on Nightmare? I want to play on Nightmare just to get angry, man. Just to scream. Destroy my throat. Have you seen the Magna Carta 2 faceplate for the 360? No. No, I haven't. Oh my god, do you truly see video games as an art form? It's an art form. You hate political blogger LARPing as a game journalist. Well, you just described almost all of the journalists. I mean, seriously, the only website I know that isn't political is Niche Gamer. You played Bulk Slash on the Saturn? No. Is that an RPG? Oh, you're welcome, Vault. I know it makes you feel special. If I applaud to you for beating a games on hard. Great. You probably get nothing else in real life, so I should do my... Because you're a fan, here you go again. Congratulations for beating the game on hard. You should really play Silk Song, the new Hollow Knight game. Maybe at some point. I never even played the original, you know. But yeah, looks fun. Yeah, I know it's really good. I've seen people already saying it's the game of the year. I don't know, what do you guys think? Have you played it? I haven't played this Silk Song game. I got interested on it because apparently Wokies hate it. So I was like, oh, so it's good. What are your thoughts about emulation? Anybody in the chat can answer that question here. For me. Can you guys answer Vincent for me? He's asking me what are my thoughts on emulation. He's asking me that. Is 8 on Nightmare makes SL1 runs in Dark Souls look easy. Oh, really? Oh, now I'm looking forward to it. I think it's not just Is 8. I think it's most Is games on Nightmare. They're like extremely brutal. Maybe I'll do one of those challenges. I'm gonna keep dying on the first area again. I'll never make it past that. Maybe I should do that live, yeah. You wish the Manakimia. You know, so I want to say something about this. I know most of you guys are okay with this already. This message is not for you, but a couple of days ago, I was doing a live stream on Twitch. I played Time Stalkers on the Dreamcast. And to give you a little context, you know, I was like enjoying the game for like the first hour. And then the game started getting more and more tedious and more like where the fuck do I go? What the fuck do I do? That type of game, you know how I feel about those, right? You know, so the game started like pissing me off. And when that happens, I mean, I start like losing it, you know, and ranting and getting stressed and getting angry, you know, and I like that. And I know most of you like that. Come on, you don't want to join my live streams and see me saying, oh yeah, this game is great. Yeah, loving this. Yeah, amazing. You know? You don't want to see that. You want to see the anger, the rage, the passion, right? And there was this fucking asshole in the chat. I don't know if that asshole is watching. If you're watching, go fuck yourself, because I didn't get to tell you that during the live stream. Go fuck yourself. But this guy said that I should be more like in my videos. That I should go live and have the same personality I have like in most of my videos. Like I have, you need to live stream, he told me, you need to live stream with that kind of energy, with the same positive energy. And I made a joke about that because I read through the comment like really fast and I was angry and I gave up, you know, I was like, fuck this game, you know, I don't know what to do. So I turned off the stream. right? So, honestly, and I'm being serious, dead fucking serious, if you guys don't like my personality live, don't fucking watch me. You know, I'm very charismatic, I know that, and I do a lot of positive commentary, and sometimes I'm more energetic than other times, but I'm not a fucking machine. You know, sometimes I'm just not in a really energetic mood. Sometimes I'm more in an angry mood or in a whatever mood. But the thing about me being angry, you know, it for me is therapeutic to vent it out. And I know you guys watch the live stream because you want to see me angry and yelling at the fucking game and ranting, you know. I like that, you like that. But there are some people out there who are like apparently too fucking snowflake, you know, to enjoy that. With all due respect, stick to my videos then. If you don't like the negative, ranting, angry, stressed out Eric Landon, don't fucking watch it. Watch the dude from some of the videos, because in some of my videos, top 10 reviews, I can also get pretty angry. Remember the Bear Week Saga review? That was a huge fucking rant, right? And some top 10s the same. You don't like that? That offends you? Don't fucking watch it. Stick to the positive videos. Watch my top 10 obscure JRPGs part 2. There was nothing but positivity in that video. But yeah, if you come to my live streams, Q&As, or when I'm playing a game live and that offends you, you know, don't fucking say that shit to me. It's fucking stupid. Oh, you should be more positive. Go fuck yourself. I'm gonna be me however and whenever I want during live. Yeah, it's not like I'm a successful streamer anyway. Do you see me getting thousands and thousands of views per live stream and making a lot of money? No, right? My live streams get like 1,000 views or 1,500 views or 2,000 if I'm lucky, you know. Dude, don't do that. So the user who said that to me, go fuck yourself. Watch somebody else. Yeah, Donsk, but I'm not a character. I'm me. James Rolfe is not like that. A angry video game nerd is like that, but that's a character. Go and watch James and Mike Mondays. Go and watch anything else from James Rolfe. He's the exact opposite of the AVGN. And I'm not. I am not playing a character. I'm being me. And it's funny, you know, I like it. You know, I'm more like Mike Matei. Like I've been saying for years, he's my favorite content creator of all time. More so than James Rolfe. You know, Mike Matei, right? I'm more like that. That's why I watch him more. Because he's also like getting angry, he rants, he's sarcastic, he's cynical. He's like me, you know? Yeah, because some people throughout my career have compared me to the angry video game nerd. And I'm like, no, that dude is playing a character. I am not playing a character. I'm just being me in my videos. I probably wonder, am I like this in real life? Not really, you know, I'm like this when it comes to certain topics. I get heated, you know, passionate, you know, when it comes to ranting about politics or corporations like YouTube, you know, or stuff like that. Or when it comes to video games that piss me off, you know, that. I'm like that, but when it comes, I mean, I'm normal, you know. I'm a pretty nice guy in real life. I'm usually calm. I'm usually like, I don't really talk much. Maybe that's why I became a YouTuber and a live streamer. Because whenever I go hang out with my family or my friends, you know, I don't really talk much. They do all the talking and I'm just chilling, you know, listening, you know, I don't get aggressive. I like one-on-one conversations though. But when I hang out in a group... Anyway. What the fuck is this song? Kakoma Night? This is basically kicks. It's a really good game, but also really hard. I should play this live, it pisses me off. You beat Ease in random order. Oh, me too. I've beaten most Ease games in random order. It will be interesting to play all the Ease games in the right order, you know? I've done that with Suikoden once, Thank you very much, Gustavo. I've done that with a Suikoden once, only once, but that's the only one. One of these days I'm gonna beat all the Ys games in chronological order. Just to pay attention to the lore, because they don't talk much about the connections between each game. That's why the Suikoden, the Ys games are standalone. You can start with any, even though they take place in the same universe, and Adol looks younger and older in some of them. They're standalone. They don't really talk. They spoil barely anything, you know. That's why they're standalone, and it's a series that it's so easy to jump into, right? But it will be fucking interesting to play all the Ys games in order one day. Like, here's the chronology as far as I'm concerned. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I have it almost memorized. So Ys 1, Ys 2, Ys 10. 10, the one that came out last year, is the third one, chronologically speaking. And then we got Ys 3. No. We got Memories of Salsetta, which is Ys 4. And then I think we got Ys... Fuck. I think next is Ys 3 or 6. I think it's 6. Right? And then 3, and then 5, and then 8, and then 7, and then 9. Well, Origins is obviously the prequel to all of them, right? That's at like 1,000 years before Adol Christin, so yeah, doesn't count. So the Adol Christin Ys games, I think I think I got it right, but I could be wrong. So Gustavo says, I've been watching AVGN lately. I've known about that channel for years, but didn't know the show with Mike and James plays really good. Sometimes I wish I could still play video games on the couch with your friends. The nostalgia hits hard. Yeah, so I've been a fan of AVGN since like 2010, 2011, you know, for like 15 years. And I only watch the AVGN episodes that are new, because all of the older ones, I've watched them like 2 or 3 times many, many years ago. James and Mike Mondays, I just finished watching every single episode. There was like 400 episodes. 400 episodes, man. And I watched all of them in like 2 months. I got addicted. I don't know why. Yeah, sometimes I was working while watching them or doing something else, right? You know, but I watched the 400 James and Mike episodes from like years ago. And yeah, I got nostalgic for 2 reasons. One, because of the same reason as you, because unfortunately I only have like 2 friends in real life, and one of them lives in another city, so we don't hang out. We very extremely rarely get to play video games on a couch. And then my other friend is Oscar, right? And we do sit down on a couch, but we don't do it often because we live far away, and he's a super busy guy, you know. So we only get to play games on a couch maybe 2-3 times a year, and I value those times a lot. But yeah, it makes me feel nostalgic too, like I'm single, like some people here in the chat, and I wish I had a girlfriend, you know, to play games with, or a wife. And the second reason why I got so nostalgic is because, as you guys may already know, James and Mike Mondays ended like 5 years ago. And Mike left Cinemassacre. He helps every now and then. You know, he's still good friends with James and all the crew, you know, and he still helps every now and then, but he's not part of the channel, YouTube channel anymore. So that kind of ended James and Mike Mondays, and I missed the show. So now I'm watching Mike and Ryan. To make up for it. Hey, come on, Ryan is a fun guy. I mean, he's not James, I know that, you know, but I like Ryan. He's okay, you know. Anyway, those are my thoughts. How many fucking questions did I miss this time around? My aggressive behavior offends you? Just males having fun? What are you talking about? You got some girls here that enjoy my ranting? Like, I don't know how many girls are watching, though. Confirmed girls, because, you know, there are no girls on the internet. Except a few of them. Like, I know Queen is a girl. I know Denise is a girl. She's not here today. Yeah. And there's been some users claiming they're girls. It's questionable, but the fuck, Julio? There are girls here. Best East game for you. That's a tough competition between East 8 and 9. Like, I have them together. If you go to my blog, link to my blog in the description, by the way, guys. It's called Official Website. It's the first link you'll see in the description of this live stream. Click on it, and you'll see a lot of stuff, you know, and you'll see a section called RPG Scores. I say this on every Sunday, you know, it's important to me that you go and visit the blog and interact with it. It's not monetized, you know, I'm not making a single penny. But what I want you to do is go and watch the scores, because a lot of the scores in there have a link to the review. So it's like if you see a game that I ranked at 8.6 and you're like, fuck this is too high for this game or too low, you might want to click on the review and watch it, and now you'll know why, or you'll learn more about the game. Maybe you'll find a game like, what the fuck is this? Uta Wareru Mono? What's that? You click on it and you'll get the review. Like, oh my god, why is this game ranked so highly? Fate Extra CC? Triple C? What's that? I've never heard of that. And it's got 9.2? You gotta click on the review, right? Now you'll know. You learn about a really cool hidden gem. So, East 8 and East 9 are like together, I'm pretty sure. Right next to each other. 9.2 also, I believe. I have them ranked really high. East 9 and East 8. Those two are my favorites. Can we see you play Wizard of Oz for the SNES? You can see that, Jerry, on my second channel. Well, exactly 1 year ago, I started a series on Twitch where I played every single SNES game ever made. All of them, no exceptions. I played through all the sports games, if you can believe that. I only played them for like a few minutes, right? So if you want to see me playing the Wizard of Oz on SNES, you can. It's on my second YouTube channel. Just find it on the W live stream, you know, and you'll see it. Look it up, I'm sure you'll find it. And that's it! Like, you don't need me to play that game again, ever. Live. Am I the only one that likes East 9 more than 8? No, welcome to the club. I think I like 9 a little bit more, but it's got... they're just so good, both of them. I think I like 9 a little bit more because of the story, because it's more dark, it's more my style, you know? But, no man, damn. Did you see the Monkar... No. Thoughts on Rex Viper, AVGN's band. Yeah, I've watched a bunch of videos. It's an okay band. It's kind of cheesy though. I don't know. It's a good band. I wouldn't call myself a fan of the band, but I think it's okay. You know, it's fine. I was a musician, as you already know that. So seeing James fulfilling his music dream because he's famous, I'm kind of jealous. But at the same time, you know, it's worth admiring, you know, that he fulfilled that, you know. But that's what happens when you get famous. When you get famous, you can do anything. Even if it's unsuccessful, you're still gonna get a lot of people watching you or enjoying the content, you know. So I kind of envy the guy. I wish I had a band. But musically speaking, yeah, it's a well-produced band. The singer's great, you know. Like I said, I'm not really a fan of the band, but I think it's a good band. Will Falcom make East 1 and 2 remake like they did with Trails in the Sky? I think so at some point. They already got remade on the PSP many years ago. So they will be getting like a second remake. Kind of like fucking Dragon Quest 7, man. Like, again? Dude, Square Enix, you remade that game like 7 years ago on the 3DS. And now we're getting a second remake? Well, Square Enix did say... like a year ago that they weren't going to focus on brand new games anymore for a while. They're gonna focus on remasters and remakes because there's zero creativity in that fucking company anymore, as you may already know. So that's why they're like, oh, we're a bunch of fucking imbeciles with no talent whatsoever to create new games. So what do we do to stay alive? Oh, let's just remaster and remake everything. And that's exactly what they're doing. It's kind of pathetic, man, to make a remake of a remake. It's just... wait a few more years. Remake Dragon Quest 4, 5, and 6 first. I'm not gonna play them because you're gonna censor the fuck out of them. I don't give a shit about Square Enix remakes anymore. You know, but... if I was Square Enix, I wouldn't jump to 7. I will remake 4, 5, and 6 first. Okay? All of you haters can dislike and unsubscribe from this live stream if you want to. I know you love doing that. You watch your girlfriend at the time play all of Chrono Cross. Good times. That's great. I hate being single. Yeah, me too. When you're young, it's like eh. But when you get to our age, it hurts. You identify as a girl? Says Wolf Friday. Me too, man. Back in the day. Back many years ago, I had an account that was supposedly a girl. And I was role-playing as her. Fun times. You identify as she, him? Oh, so you're both? We're great. I already talked about that. Escribano. Escribano. I already talked about that. You missed it. Will there be another Rage Quit video in the future? Dude, people have been asking me about that for ages. And I've been saying the same thing. Do you honestly think I'm gonna get away with that kind of video in this website? Like I did years ago because they didn't care that much. I wasn't shadow banned. They didn't give a fuck about me. But nowadays they do. I live under a microscope. I went to YouTube jail, YouTube prison about 2 years ago. So I don't think if I do that video, it's gonna get demonetized or extremely shadow banned. Or how am I gonna make a Rage Quit video without ranting, you know? What am I gonna do? Just get angry and censor my words? A lot of YouTubers do that, you know? They do a lot of swearing and they censor every word. And people think they're funny, you know? And I'm like, that's kind of pathetic. Might as well not swear. Well, yeah, dude, this game, and I hate it, and it sounds terrible, you know? I don't like that. So, do you want to see a Rage Quit video with that? Or with no swearing whatsoever? Like, I swear a lot in my live streams, but those get like 1,000 views, like 2,000 views. These Q&As, I unleash them after like 3 or 4 hours, you know, so YouTube doesn't do that. But a Rage Quit, top 10 Rage Quit JRPGs, dude, I would love to do another one and so on forever. But in YouTube, you request a virtual highlight continuation. Even that, dude, that live stream has like 2,000 views. What makes you think I'm gonna do a part 2? Even those live streams don't get a lot of views anymore because of the same thing, because all I do is swearing, you know, and then while YouTube doesn't demonetize them miraculously, instead it shadow bans them, you know, it doesn't recommend them. They get like 2,000 views and that's it. You know, so I'm not gonna do a part 2 of virtual highlight. You were married with kids and now you're single. You wouldn't want to go back to being married. Well, I would love to discuss your personal life with you, Z. I don't think this is the right place for that, though. There is an actual Facebook jail. Well, I'm on YouTube jail, though. I don't know if I want to be in 2 jails at the same time. I'm not on Facebook anymore. Maybe I should go back. I will probably just use the platform to post my videos, you know. Let me think about it, you know. Not Twitter. I can't believe Twitter is the only free speech platform, and it's just a horrible platform. I wish there was a good free speech platform. Social media, you know. I don't mean a video platform, I mean like a social media platform. Do you think the Switch is dead for new RPGs with the Switch 2 release? No. I don't give a fuck about the Switch 2 though, but I don't think it's dead. Well, I'm the exact opposite of whoever that YouTuber is, Jerry. I'm sure you know. Yeah, I have some calm moments, you know. I've had some pretty chill live streams. In fact, most of my live streams way back in the day were pretty chill, which made them kind of boring, in my opinion. I'm happy I got more explosive and aggressive. You wish you could relive the 90s again. Same. That was the best fucking decade ever. Rumble is more free speech. Yeah, I know. But Rumble is a video platform. It's more like YouTube, you know. I don't really see Rumble as a social media. Well, technically speaking, maybe the Switch 2 is a fine console. I just don't really care about it. I don't really care about anything modern anymore. Maybe I've become kind of a hipster. Right? Whew! I caught up with your comments and questions. There, I got too many today. Thank you for that. Somebody asked me like 10 hours ago, Nero Smith asked me if this was a Blue Snowball. Yes, it is. It's a Blue Snowball microphone. I've been using this for years, man. It's a great microphone. I got a new one. I got a Yeti. Roland's Curse? Okay. So I got a Yeti, a big microphone, bigger microphone, which was supposed to be better, and it doesn't sound very well, so I just stuck with this one. I mean, it's a good microphone. Do you guys think I am in need of a new microphone? I mean, usually when I record my scripts, I am closer to the microphone, you know? In the Q&As, I'm like, there's like 20 centimeters. 2 feet, maybe 1 feet away from it. If it works, don't fix it. Exactly. If it ain't broken, I agree. Right? I mean, most of content consumers like to see over-the-top characters in YouTube or TikTok. That sells amazingly. I don't think so. No one sane likes modern things. I agree with that. Would you like to do in real life content on Twitch? What do you mean in real life content on Twitch? What? What do you mean with that question, man? I don't understand. In real life content on Twitch? What? Is the video of the Trails of the Sky remake demo coming soon? What do you mean? Second question, I don't understand. What do you mean? This mic is good, right? Okay. We already talked about that, David Lewis. You're late. You're so late. I made a huge rant about that. Like an hour ago. What is your oldest console that you still own? The PlayStation 2. You now stream on YouTube. Can you put your links up in a super chat? That would be the appropriate thing to do. With sponsorship, if you're gonna do a sponsor, if I'm gonna do sponsorship, if I'm going to allow you to advertise something, you better be with a super chat, and then you can put a link. It means going out in real life. Yeah, I understand what in real life means, but what do you mean? You mean like going outside and making a live stream? Who knows what Donsk meant? Walk and stream that. Things that happen when you go out and interact with the world. Oh, okay, yeah, now I get it, yeah. No, I wouldn't do that. Yeah, nah. I wouldn't do that. Why is this so low? This is fucking inconsistent volume. This is wizardry. Okay. Yeah, like I get it now. In real life vlogging, you know, nah, not my thing, to be honest. A very good RPG or JRPG trailish like to invest time on Switch. I mean, with a crap ton of dialogue and a big lore and universe and oh my god. You could probably... No, those aren't on Switch. I don't know. Maybe... No. I don't know. Anybody? What do you think of that? Now I'm intrigued. Maybe Tokyo Xanadu? I think it's on Switch, right? I can't vouch for it. I haven't played. I have played the PS4 version, but the Switch version is different because it has a different translation. And you know what that means nowadays. So I can't really go out and recommend Tokyo Xanadu on Switch, you know, but it's there. And it's by the same developers of the Trails series, so maybe that. But it's an action RPG though, it's not turn-based. Xenoblade is way too different, no? How is Xenoblade any similar to Trails? I don't think so. Oh, you mean Xenoblade because it had like, also had like a huge world, you know, and lore. But I don't know. Oh, you also have mechs. Okay, then maybe, you know, I don't know. How about the Tokyo Xanadu lore? Is it good? No. It's okay, so you're basically looking for something with good lore. Play Suikoden. The Suikoden remasters are on Switch. That's how I play them, you know. Play them. They have some silly censorship, you know, but it's okay. They're just like remove cigarettes and some blood, you know, and nothing politicized, thankfully. So yeah, Suikoden remasters, man. If you really care about the lore more than anything, oh yeah. Do you think E3 should come back? It went away? I didn't know it died in the first place. I don't give a damn. Ever get into doing mecha models? Go? No, not really. You mean like buying the toys and building them? No, not really. How long can you live stream before you feel the need to stop for the day? It depends on my mood, you know. Q&As are usually 2 hours because I keep talking and talking and talking. So even if I still feel like going, you know, I just do it. I need to stop, right? But when playing video games, you know, it depends. I've done some really long live streams on Twitch, also here on YouTube. I can do around 3 hours. My average time is usually 2 hours, 3 hours, you know, it's my average. But I can go up to 4 if I feel like it, you know. But I don't think I've ever done a 4-hour live stream. Those videos that you've seen in this channel sometimes, those are compilations of like 2 different live streams put together. That's why they're like 4 hours long, you know. But yeah. Anyway. So I think how long can I live stream before I feel the need to stop? That would be like 4 hours, you know. Like I don't do a lot of streaming because I'm not really a great streamer apparently, or I just don't get recommended as a streamer. You know, I don't get a lot of viewers and views or subscribers, you know, so I always treated live streaming as a side thing. Sometimes I tried doing it like a main thing a couple of times, it just didn't work. I have more fans of my videos, way more than fans of my live streams. Aside from streaming video games and play them, what do you do aside that, since you are not buying games anymore? So I play the guitar, I watch anime, I just finished watching a really good fucking anime. I loved it last night. Wow, I fucking loved it. It's called Angels of Death. Kind of like a generic name, right? But it's amazing. It's about this 13-year-old girl called Rachel who randomly appears one day in a giant building with several floors, and she's like on the lowest floor, B6 or B7, you know, and she needs to escape, making her way up, and she partners up with this extreme sociopath who is a murder machine, you know, not a machine, like he's a human being, you know, but he's a psychopath, you know, but they kind of understand each other to a certain level, and she makes him promise that he's gonna kill her if they make it to the surface. And it's super dark, super fucking bloody, super psychological, horrific, but it's also like really not cheesy, but I love the relationship between these two characters. It builds up it's like 16 episodes. Definitely watch it, guys. And you're not gonna believe it, this anime is based on a video game some dude did many years ago with RPG Maker. Like, apparently that fucking game, and you can play it on Switch, I think it's on different platforms in English. So if you want to play the game is mostly an adventure game. It's got a crap ton of dialogue, and you control Rachel going around, you know, and solving some puzzles. You don't fight. I mean, there's no fighting. It's an adventure game. It's not gonna be everyone's cup of tea, you know. I haven't played the game, but if you don't care for those types of games, or if you don't want to play the game, stick to the anime. It's really fucking good. But I can't believe it. They made an anime based on some dude's indie game he did on RPG Maker. That's incredible. That's everybody's wet dream. Can you imagine how many people dream of that? Doing a video game on RPG Maker, or with the lowest budget possible, and then becoming this huge thing with mangas and visual novels and an anime series and show, and that's everybody's wet fucking dream. That's mine. If some fucking studio approached me, hey, we're gonna do a game based on one of your books, and then an anime and a manga, and it's gonna be turned into a whole media franchise. Oh man, that would blow my fucking brain away. Anyway, so Angels of Death. Amazing anime. You know, it's too soon to say, hey, it's become one of my 10 favorite anime series of all time. No. My top 10 is rock solid, you know, but I really, really like this anime. It grows on you. At the beginning, it's kind of like, it's slow, but then, oh, I fucking loved it. I'm not being sponsored, by the way. So that's what I do, Yum Yum. I watch movies, old movies. You know, I mean, you know, you probably know that I was watching all the Friday the 13th movies and the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. I got into some kind of marathon, you know, and I watched them all. I watched YouTube. I just finished watching 2-3 weeks ago every single James and Mike episode, you know, James and Mike Mondays episode. So, yeah, I watched a lot of TV, I guess you could say that, you know, and I play the guitar. Yeah, I mean, just because I don't collect games anymore doesn't mean that I don't have a life anymore. Have you considered getting an original PS3 FAT to record PS1 and 2 on better picture quality through HDMI? You know what I did a long time ago is I got this, I have a PS3 Slim, and it comes with an HDMI cable, so. And now I have this emulator. This is an amazing song of Blue Reflection. Anyway, so I don't need that. That's what I'm trying to say, you know. I haven't considered that because I just don't need to do that anymore. I can emulate PS3 here and it looks fucking amazing. Maybe it's not letting you send a super chat because maybe you can't insert a link in the super chat. I don't know. try sending the super chat without the link, and then put the link on a normal chat. Maybe. You have tried over 10 times now? Well, it worked last week, yeah. Sorry, man. But, you can't just self-advertise your stuff here. I mean, come on, man. For free? Then everybody else is gonna do that. Do you remember Pocky and Rocky? Yes, I have. I do, and I played it. I never finished it, but on the first game I made it far. Really good game, but really hard. You need to watch the film Threats. It puts the seats up on you. Threats? Okay. Is that like an anime film or is it a live action film? What kind of movie is it? You will watch Angel of Death? I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. I love the anime. It had some things I didn't like though. But overall, I think it's amazing. If you haven't seen the original series of Columbo, you should watch that. Peter Falk was an absolute specimen. Really? Columbo? Okay. There we go. Oh, it worked. Thank you, Rosland. Thanks for the streams and videos. I will send the links manually. Okay, then now I give you permission. You now have access. You have unlocked the feature, the ability, the skill to send your links to your socials. Oh, Dan. Look, guys. Look at Dan B asking me that question. I'm shadow banned, Dan B. I've talked about this a gazillion times. I actually talked about the same... I actually talked about that like an hour ago. So if you want to, once this live stream is over, watch from the beginning and you'll see why. Okay? YouTube destroyed my career. They fucking hate me. Will you try to go for a big following on your gaming channel? Do you think I can do that? Did you watch Platinum Angel? No. Of course I've watched Death Note. Death Note is one of the most popular anime series of all time. I like it. I wouldn't say that I'm a diehard. Like, it's not even my top 10 or 20 favorite anime series of all time, but I really liked Death Note. So, yeah, it's great. Gyromite. Only good thing from that game is the music. Actually, if you play that game with a second player, it can get really fun. You know, if you play by yourself, you have to use the fucking robot. It's terrible. But if you play with a second player, like the second player controls the pipes, it's actually pretty fun, you know. Is there a Pocky and Rocky remaster? Yeah, one came out on Switch and PS4, I think, some years ago. I haven't played it though, but there is a remaster, yeah. Yeah, it's an... Also, another one that people don't know about, it's the Klonoa. Klonoa 1 and 2 also got like some kind of remake or remaster on modern systems, PS4, PS5. I remember playing the demo on PS5. I fucking loved it. Klonoa. Any fans of Klonoa here? It's a great platformer series, you know. Big fan. There's also Klonoa Heroes, an action RPG on Game Boy Advance. Fan translated. It never left Japan. But it's a good game. I should play that live one day. You know? So, obviously, because of the August situation, I'm not going to do live streaming anymore that often as before. I wanted to let you guys know that in advance. Now that I have like 80 people watching right now. So, announcement! Like, because YouTube fucked me over on August, like it did with a lot of YouTubers, apparently. I don't think it's a good idea to go to do live streams almost every day, so I'm gonna have to calm down. As you probably already saw this week, I'm only gonna stick to 1 or 2 max per week here on YouTube, and I'm going to continue live streaming on Twitch every Friday, so there. I want to say that. Now you know it. Don't forget. Because I don't want to get, some of you guys asking me in a week from now, hey, why aren't you streaming that often anymore? Because you already know. Now you know. Did you ever get my silver play button? Yeah, it's like in a box somewhere. I didn't really give a shit about it because it was after I got the button when YouTube started fucking my channel badly, and it's been doing so since then. It's basically to put a shadow ban on me, Basically, I pissed them off. Long story short, I may have broken way too many rules throughout the years, and I did a video complaining about the atrocity of the Eiyuden Chronicle translation, and when I did that video, boom! My subscription rate went down badly, my views went down, my revenue, my earnings went down considerably, and it's been that way ever since. And that's a video from April of 2024, so I've been fucked. I've been on YouTube prison for 1.5 years already. But throughout the years, I got into a lot of controversies with the website. Apparently I pissed them off to a point where they couldn't take it anymore. I was like, this Eiyuden Chronicle video, Eric, this is the last straw. Fuck you, we're ruining your career now. So here I am. If you guys want to read through all the controversies that I just mentioned, because I'm not going to go through all of them, there's too many, they are all in my biography in my website. If you click on the description of this live stream, you'll see a link that says official website, click on it, and once you click on it, you'll see a biography page in there, click on it and you can read through all of it. I've been through a lot of shit in this fucking website. Oh sure, that's gameplays. Look. I'm not cheating on you, okay? But I gotta make fun of your comment. Because, I mean, read your comment, man. Read again and you'll understand why I'm about to make fun of it. It wasn't your intention, I know that. I'm sorry in advance, but I gotta make fun of that. He says, I would love you to go and record a vlog in Japan hunting for some JRPGs, but I don't know if you will be comfortable doing a vlog. Dude, do you have any idea how much money it's gonna cost me to go to Japan in the first place? Shouldn't you be worrying about that? oh man, I don't know if Eric will be comfortable doing that, Dude, it's gonna cost me like $3,000 or more to go there and do a vlog. Look, in all seriousness, I would love to do that. I will fucking love to go to Japan. Even if I do a vlog or a video or not, forget about doing a video. The idea of going to Japan, that will be fucking great, but I'm in Mexico. How much money you think it's gonna cost me to go to Japan just to make a video and see if I'm comfortable with it? Oh man, I love that comment. You're worried about me being comfortable. No, worry about me having the money to go there in the first place. That was great. I'm not mocking you. You wrote that comment with the best intention, but it was unintentionally funny. I had to make fun of that. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, just sell your house and become a vagabond. Yeah, I'll do that. Sure. I'll sell my collection, and maybe I'll afford half the trip with that. Come on. I don't know if you'll be comfortable doing a video in Japan. Can I even go there in the first place? Are you good at speaking Japanese? No, I suck. I can only speak English and Spanish. That's all I can talk. I'm bilingual. I identify as B, guys. Bi. I'm sorry. I'm bi. I'm a bi because I'm bilingual. Get it? I wonder how much geishas charge in an hour. Hey, did you put your links, man? I didn't see your links. We didn't get them. What happened to your links? We didn't get your links, Rosland. I don't see them. Dude, you did a super chat. I don't see your links. It messed up? What messed up? It's not letting you put your links? Give me your fucking... do you go by the same name? How do I... Wait. Is the Klonoa theme coming up as a coincidence? No, I made sure to add it in the playlist, but it's shuffling. It goes in random order, you know. We've seen this before. We've seen this before, guys. Now I'm starting to take it seriously. Sometimes I'm talking about a specific game, and right after I finish talking about it, maybe like 30 seconds later or like a minute later, or sometimes at the same time, a theme from that game starts playing. I don't know, this Windows Media Player that I use, it probably listens to me and spies me. So your links, they all got bunched up together. I will have to do like 3 messages. Then do 3 messages. Send the first one, I'll do you a favor, man. There's an option to go to your channel. I found you have 2 subscribers, man. Well, I'll do you a favor. I'm gonna put your link to your YouTube channel here. There you go, that's Rosland's YouTube channel. He paid me to send that link. This video is sponsored by Rosland RPG Gacha. You have no idea who those are? That's your I just got your channel from your username, man. That's not your channel? What the fuck? Anyway, you paid for it. I delivered. Your Twitch channel link is up to you. Possibly your mom? Oh, okay. Possibly his mom, guys. So I got the wrong link from his username, and that's not his channel. That's possibly his mom. Well, subscribe to his mom, guys. Link in there in the chat. He paid me for it. Windows is a spyware, Eric. What is your favorite sword design? Yeah, I know Windows is a spyware. So is kind of Linux. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Linux. Oof. I just committed sacrilege. You know, I said Linux. Oh. No, Linux. I'm sorry. I apologize. Don't fucking kill me. Yeah. I feel like Shin Megami Tensei music is never going to disappoint. Maybe the games themselves and the stories and the translations and the actors, especially the voice actors, will disappoint, but I feel like Shin Megami Tensei will never disappoint in music. Never. Oh, your mom is one of the followers. Oh, okay. So I got that wrong. Sorry. There you go. So Windows spies on me. I know that, Pikmin. What can I do? Install K-Lite Codec Pack Standard. It comes with the best media player for Windows. And it's not spying on me? I know. Well, I put your YouTube channel link, Roslan. If you want to put your Twitch channel, be my guest. Or if you don't want to do anything, even though you paid money for it, that's fine by me. Shin Megami Tensei 5 is excellent, but the story was ruined by 2 things. One, the voice actors in English. They're super woke. So try playing it with a Japanese dub. It has an option to play in Japanese, so play that. Trust me, the story feels better. It does feel better when you're playing it in Japanese. English text, but in Japanese. And second, the localization. It's fucking bad. Gameplay-wise, the game is excellent. Masterpiece. Shin Megami Tensei 5, but the translation, the localization is just ass. What console is the best to play Tales of Destiny 2? And are you aware of any fan translation of it? I am aware that some people started a translation years ago, but they got nowhere. All they did was translate some menus, nothing of the story or barely any story. And the same people who have been doing the Tales translations recently, Tales of Destiny Director Scott, Tales of Rebirth, those guys apparently are working on one. So, there. And about what console is the best one, I don't know, because I can't play the game, it's in Japanese. Apparently the PS2 version is great. I know it's also on PSP, but I couldn't tell you, to be honest. Okay. So you are recommending MPC HC on Windows. Okay. Not the Windows Media Player that I'm using right now. Yeah, but Linux is super politicized. I heard that most of the open source developers were like celebrating this guy's death. What the fuck, man? Well, I don't even remember his name. I don't even know about that guy. Some dude who died, got shot recently, you know, Charlie something, you know, I don't even know. Yeah, that guy. I don't know anything about that guy, you know. And I don't want to say much because, you know, I'm not really a conservative or right-wing. But to go out there and celebrate in social media because he got shot and murdered? And believe it or not, I still have a lot of viewers who are like that. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Hell, if Kamala Harris was murdered, I fucking hate that bitch, you know, but I wouldn't be celebrating. I wouldn't do shit. I wouldn't even say, oh yeah, he got murdered, you know, no. Fuck, man. Anyway, I don't want to end the live stream on a negative note. Mass destruction from Persona 3's at recent... Oh, the boss theme. Yeah, it's a good one. That's the only... the regular battle theme of Persona 3 sucks balls. It's better if you get the... when they ambush you, when the enemy ambushes you, that's a great battle theme. But the regular battle theme of Persona 3 is ass. Ass! With mass destruction, the boss battle theme, that's a great. That's great. Jellyfin? Well, I don't know what to use to show the music to you guys. This is what I came up with a long time ago. I was like, I want to play the music, because remember, a long time ago, I would never show the player. I would just play the music, you know, and people were always asking me, what's this song? Why didn't you show up? Why don't you show the playlist? And now I do, below me, so I don't know. So if MPCHC can be shown so you guys can see the name of the game and the song, I'll use it. Which music is your favorite? I think my favorite is the rearranged versions of Ys 1 and 2 on PSP. Sublime music in there by Yuzo Koshiro, but the rearranger is someone else, I forget his name. And the arrangements he did for those remakes on PSP, that's my favorite. Especially the first one. Oh my god, what a soundtrack. What brand of shoes am I wearing? The shoes I'm gonna use to get the hell out of here. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. This was another Q&A. I hope you had a great time. Link to everything relevant from my channel in the description. Go and fuck around with those links, you know, they're important. Appreciate it. Have a good day or a good week, and I'll see you when I see you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.